You are confused with what you think failure is. I'm pretty sure we heard this before, and that's why I titled it how I titled it. Only death is failure. Nothing else is failure. Nothing else. Nothing else. If you failed at something, that was your free will. You know, that's another thing too, because like, how are we even viewing failure? Well, because how I see it can be very subjective. I think failure, the truest failure is giving up and never trying again. Like you completely turned your back on it. You convince yourself there's no way this is going to work. There's just no way. And granted, you see how I said the only failure is death? Okay, boom. So you give up because your body gives up. That's why it's failure, by the way. Your body gives up. There's no opportunity for you to do anything that's because you died. Your body there's nothing you can do. You went to the afterlife, wherever that may be for you. You went to the afterlife. Like there's nothing more you can do on this earth. Nothing more you can do in this realm because your body literally gave out. So you physically die. So when you physically die, you're cooked, right? However, on the flip side though, if you give up on like your dreams, a passion, you give up on a goal, and not just any goal, because there's some like minor goals that we have, but it's like not a big deal. If you're like multi-passionate like me, you have like so many different things you want to do. Some things are higher priority than others. Like I have some goals. It's like, okay, I'm gonna work on this, but it's like it's not a big deal if I get it accomplished right now. Like I'm trying to do better speaking. Hence why I've been reading out loud. I do that on my Patreon though. Should check it out. But it's a minor goal. It's nothing crazy. But me growing my platforms, that's a higher goal. So that's something I dedicate more of my time to. But in essence, like giving up on a higher goal, on a priority goal, on a goal that you have the desire for, you have the fire for, you have every inch of you is screaming, let's go at this. You gave up on something like that, you will in turn become dead inside. You will be dead on the inside. So, given your body did not physically give out, which is the true failure, but your body's still here, you still wake up every day, you're going to wake up next week, next year. Your body's still here. But you gave up on your goals. So on the inside, now we have to look at the internal. Because that desire, that's within. That fire is within. The motivation, the want to do it, that's all within. That's not external. That's not outside of, like, that's all coming from within you. So if you abandon that completely, giving up on it, like I said, death is the only failure because your body completely gave out. There's no other opportunity. If you did that internally, you're dead. On the inside, you're a zombie on earth. You're a zombie. You died on the inside. But physically, you still roaming around this earth, right? But you died on the inside. And why would you leave your eternal state into an early grave like that? Or why even consider doing it? Because something, maybe you're not even at that point yet, but there might be some days you're just like, which is normal. I don't want to say it's fine because it's like we should phase out of that respectfully. But it's normal though. It is completely normal. But why abandon yourself like that? Why would you even? You're leading yourself into an early grave. Not physically, but internally you are. And you're possibly giving up on something that was potentially your purpose because it didn't work out however you wanted it to. So just imagine that. I gave these examples in another video. Stop hiding your talent. But it's like if Kanye gave up on music. Steve Jobs gave up on making the iPhone. Bill Gates gave up on Microsoft. Like, Where do you think they would be today if they completely stopped pursuing that? Like, honestly, forget the fame, forget the money, forget the status. Just like internally, they had all that potential and they fucking gave up. That breaks my heart. And I have to recognize for myself, I'm pretty grateful that I've been able to live a life. I think I have successfully tried out whatever I wanted. I think I at least gave it a try. And I stuck through it. There's some things, because like giving up and quitting, we make it such a bad thing. It's not bad. Like, think about it. Smokers quit. Alcoholics end up quitting. You know, addicts, like sex addicts, porn addicts, they quit. That's not a bad quitting though, because you're quitting to put yourself in a better position. So like, that's a little bit different. Not even a better position, but like for health reasons. Like, if you're addicted to anything and is doing something to your health or like the way you view life, that's not a bad thing. So it's one thing you quit at something because like there's something else you might want more. People do that all the time. Like, for example, people go to college, okay, 2 years in, they're pursuing criminology, and then like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to do biology. That's, we might be like, oh, you're quitting. No, like, they changed their mind. They wanted something else for themselves. So that's not, you redirecting yourself and doing something different. It's not quitting. You know it's quitting when you do want to do this. If you had the opportunity and you fully believed in yourself and it was working, you would still do it, but you decided not to do it because it's not panning out how you want it to. That's quitting. Like, giving up on your dream, it's you, to me, it's you still wanting to pursue that dream, but you stop. You see, that's internal death. That's internal death. You want to do it. You wish you can do it. You know you love to do it, and you stopped. You gave up on that. And some people, when they do that, they give up on it and they end up picking it back up years later. Like, stuff like that doesn't just go away. I think it can successfully go away when you tried it to the extent that you were content with, and you're like, I want to do something else. But if you know you still wanted to pursue this and you abandoned it, you gave up on yourself. And internally you led yourself into an early grave. And you are kind of changing the trajectory of your life as well. Because like I said, what if Kanye would have stopped music, or any artist? Queen, Prince, freaking Taylor Swift, you know, the list goes on and on. What if they stopped? Like, if they didn't do music, like, the whole trajectory of their life, even like of our culture, because some of these artists are so integrated into our culture and like into our childhood. Like I was saying, I grew up with Kanye, low key, obviously not right next to him, but listening to him and his new songs, and just being a kid, listening to Stronger and everything, like having this Stronger audio on my freaking Nintendo DS. Like, it was that deep. It was that deep. But I would have never had that experience if he would have gave up for whatever reason. So, but you already know him. He was never going to give up, and you see his outcome today. So you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't give up. Another thing I want to highlight, like, what is not failure? I think I kind of touched on it already, but some things that are not failure, you're not getting it on the first try. You're trying to learn the violin, the piano. You're trying to learn a new skill, new language, learn how to fix a car, you name it, right? If you didn't get it on the first time, that's not failure. So I just want to address that. Don't call that failure, okay? That it's a work in progress. It's you learning. It's a part of the process. We can call it that, but we're not gonna call that failure. Because if you try again, it's not failure. That's I should have just started the video saying that. If you're actively trying again, that's not failure. You see, when our body dies, there's no trying again. We can't. We literally can't. Like, physically, we cannot. However, even though you didn't get it right, like, You taking a class, you failed the first exam that they gave out the in the semester or in the quarter. You didn't fail the class. Like you're gonna take another exam, you can try again. You know what I mean? So we can try again. I know some people aren't be like, well, there's some classes, there's only 2 exams, so if you fail one, like you don't really have that much. Y'all know what I'm trying to say though. Another thing, you not achieving it in the time frame that you want is not failure. If you're doing your content creation, social media career, and you didn't get the amount of followers you wanted within 1 year, that's not failure. Okay, you didn't hit this ideal goal you have, but like that's not failure. How many people don't hit their goals? I'm pretty sure I wanted a flat stomach last year. That doesn't mean my stomach did go down, which is honestly the most important thing. Like there was improvement, but I don't think it was. I didn't hit the goal. Like I want like a toned stomach. But that whole journey made me realize more things about myself. So, but that's a whole nother thing though. But it happens. I'm pretty sure we all been there. Like we didn't complete something within the time frame, but if we try again, that's not failure. And if it doesn't work in that time frame, it's not failure too. And another thing, like you're working on something and it's not popping off yet. Music, artwork, clothing brand, you're doing shoes, whatever the case may be, it didn't pop off yet. That's not failure. That's not failure. Just give it some more time. Keep on trying. Now it not popping off and you abandoning it. Yes, that's failure. You never try again. Yeah, that's failure. That's the truest failure. But you working on something that's not popping off yet. Some stuff like my YouTube, this channel, my other channel, it's on the up and up, but it didn't like completely pop off. Like y'all know when something popped off, like Lil Yachty one night type of pop off. You know what I mean? Like ain't nobody heard of him. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, but if you're like me, like I did not hear a Lil Yachty until one night. That's like a pop off. But we still out here trying every day. Every day is an opportunity. Every day you wake up is an opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if you are alive today, tomorrow, next week, like especially look, I'm not trying to be mean, but like if you have experienced death in your life as well, it's ridiculous. Like, cause you know your lost ones, you know they're not gonna be able to try again. You know damn well they're not gonna be able to try again. So the fact that you're alive, God is giving you this opportunity of life to do something every single day, and you gave up. It's not even right. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like you're wasting your life away. I'm not gonna preach that, but I want you to think about that though, because there are people out here. The clock ran out, and they really won't be able to try again. That's why we do it till we die. Like that get rich or die trying. It speaks volumes. It's not even just about getting rich. It's chase your dreams or die trying. Like you can fill in the blank. Like it doesn't have to be get rich. You can replace the first two. Like you don't have to live by grot, but it's really we do this or we die trying. And that's good too. Cause even if it don't happen, the fact that you die trying speaks volumes. So that's my main message. Like the only failure is death. Every day you have an opportunity to complete the mission. So be a soldier and fight. Thank y'all for tapping in. Let me know what y'all think in the comments though. And check out the Patreon. Yeah, like thank y'all.